morning, Year 1. Today we are learning about a math strategy called doubling. Using our doubles helps us with our addition and our subtraction. And as we grow up and we start adding and subtracting with bigger numbers, if we use our doubles, that's a really nice foundation to build a lot of future math skills on. So it's really important in Year 1 that we focus hard on memorizing. That means remembering with our brain what double 2 is, what double 4 is, what double 6 is. All of our doubles up to 20 are really important for our brain to remember because they'll be foundational in helping us learn harder maths later on. All right, a double is when I have two of the exact same numbers and I'm adding them together. So I might have 1 plus 1. I could call that double 1. I might have 5 plus 5. I can call that double 5. The answer, of course, is 10. So if I say, what's double 5? You say 10. If I say, what's double 4? You say, call it out, 8. If I say, what's double 2? You say 4. Good. We need to memorize those off by heart, and we're going to be having a look at those today and completing some activities to help us get those doubles in our brain. If we think about a ladybird often has the exact same number of spots on each side of its wings. So it's a double number. So here we have double 1. 1 over here and 1 over here. Together that equals, call it out, 2. I can write that as a number sentence. 1 plus 1 equals 2. What's a number sentence? Say it all together. A sentence with only numbers and symbols. Show me with your arms the plus symbol. Show me with your arms the equal symbol. Takeaway. Times. Groups of. Multiply. Remember, there's lots of names for the same thing in maths. That's what makes it tricky. We need to learn all the names. Add. Plus. All together. Takeaway. Minus. Subtract. Equals. The answer is divided by. It's got a dot on top and a dot below. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Tell me then, what's double 2? Call it out. Say it as a number sentence. 2 plus 2 equals 4. And I can check by counting the dots on my screen. Well, how would I write this one as a number sentence? 3 plus 3 equals 6. Or I could also say that as double 3. 4 plus 4 equals what? Count the spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 plus 4 equals 8. Ooh, getting a bit trickier with our bigger numbers. Now we need to remember all our doubles up to 20 in Year 1. So over here I've got 5 dots on the left-hand side of the ladybird beetle and another 6 dots on the right-hand side. If I add them all together, 5. If I add them all together, I've got 5 plus 5, and I can use my fingers as a strategy to help me work that out. How many fingers am I holding up all together? 10. I wonder if you know 6 plus 6. Can you call out the answer if you do? 12. We need to memorize that one. You can count the dots on your screen to see why it equals 12. There are 12 dots all together. Now we're getting trickier. We've got 7 dots on each side of the lady beetle. I wonder if you know 7 plus 7. 7 plus 7 equals 14. Let's remember that one. We're going to be doing lots of activities to help commit this to our brain. All right, 8 plus 8. I wonder if you know your big double. 8 plus 8 equals 16. Can you memorize that number sentence for me? You can count the dots to check that we really do have 16 dots there all together. Almost done. 9 plus 9. Do you know that 9 plus 9 equals 18? You might be shaking like this to say, yes, Mrs. Topman, I did know 9 plus 9 equals 18. And last one, what do you think our number sentence might be? Call it out. Did you say 10 plus 10? What does 10 plus 10 equal? 20. All right, we're going to have another look at when there's no picture to help us. Because with our doubles, we really do just need to memorize. And we can always use our fingers as a helpful strategy in maths. We're going to go really quick. If you're at school, I want you to be calling out the numbers. This time there's no picture to help us. We're relying on our memory, our brain. So that's why we need to practice our doubles to remember. All right, 1 plus 1 equals 2. I want you to call it out when I put my hand on my ear. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 3 plus 3 equals 6. 4 plus 4 equals 8. I wonder if you were quick enough to beat me showing it on the screen. I'm going really quick because the idea in maths is we have a quick maths brain to help us. 5 plus 5 equals, can you beat Mrs. Topman's clicking? 10. 6 plus 6 equals 12. I wonder if you got that one correct. Now we're going to pause here and have a look at this writing over here. In maths, I can represent problems with numbers, like a number sentence, or with words, like a word problem. Is this a number sentence or a word problem? Call it out, tell mum or dad. It's a word problem. Word problems can sometimes be a little bit trickier for us because there's some reading that's involved and we need to work out what the question is asking us. Now, when we work on our maths word problems at school, Mrs. Topman says step 1 is to circle the numbers. After you've read the question, circle the numbers so that you know what we're working with. Step 2 is to underline with a wavy underline the question. What are we being asked to do? Let's read this question all together, and then I'm going to ask if you can spot the numbers that you would circle and if you can find the question that you would underline. If you're at school, can you read along with me? If you're at home, read along with me to mum or dad. Kim had 6 apples. Paul had twice the amount of apples as Kim. How many apples does Paul have? All right. Show me on your hands the first number. If I'm reading from the very start, the very beginning of the paragraph, what's the first number I come across? Show me on your fingers. You should be holding up the number 6. We are working with 6 apples. So I would get my pen and circle the number 6. All right, this next number is a little bit trickier to try to sift through the reading and find out what it is. Can you see the next number, not 6? This is what we call an ordinal number. It shows us the order. So it's written a little bit differently. It's not written as the number 2. I wonder if you can show me on your fingers what you think the next number in this word problem is. I wonder if you did say 2. Why might it be 2? You might like to pause the video and tell mum or dad where you found 2 in this word problem. The word twice means double the amount or 2 times the amount. So we need to get 6 2 times. That means we're doubling 6. So we've got 6 is our first number that we would circle. And twice, or 2, you can see TW like in the word 2, is actually the second number that we would circle. Now, what's the question, or what's being asked of us to do? You would underline that part. Can you tell your teacher with your hand up if you're at school? I know there's not many of us, but the few people that are there. Or if you're at home, can you tell mum or dad or a sibling? Or If you're by yourself, write it down or just say it to me and I'll pretend I'm listening. So which part is the question? What are we being asked to do? We don't just want to underline the whole thing because that's too many words for our brain to process. But the last part of that question tells us what we need to do. How many apples does Paul have? You needed to underline that. How many apples does Paul have? That's what I need to work out. How many apples does Paul have? He has 12 because double 6 is 12. All right, let's go back to our game, calling out our doubles using our memory. What's 7 plus 7? 14. What's 8 plus 8? 16. I wonder if you beat me. I was really fast. What's 9 plus 9? 18. These are trickier as our numbers are getting bigger. And last one. What's 10 plus 10? I think you all know this. Did you call out 20? Great job. If you did, you might like to give yourself a little pat on the back. All right, today I have some activities for you to do up on Seesaw. First activity is a little doubles worksheet. It looks like this. On Seesaw, you don't need to print this out. You can print it if you like it, but you can actually just fill it out with your finger on the iPad screen. You need to get the orange and draw one orange dot over here so that we've got a double number, 1 plus 1. Down here it says double 1 is, and you need to write the number on the line of how many dots there are all together on this butterfly. 1 plus 1 equals 2, so you would write 2 on the line. Over here, there's 2 purple dots on this butterfly wing. So I wonder, how many purple dots do you think you would draw over here? That's right, you need to draw another 2, so we have doubles. Doubles are always the exact same number on each side. It has to match to be a double. Double 2 is, write the number on the line. You're going to complete this whole doubles worksheet page so I can see that you know your doubles, and then you have 2 board games to choose from. Level 1 board game is the double-decker school bus. This will be on Seesaw. All you have to do, you don't need to print it, just get it up from the activities light bulb section on Seesaw, and then lay your iPad flat and you can find things around the house that are going to be like your counters, like a pen lid. That could even be one. That's me. Maybe mummy's going to be a piece of paint because that's something else I could find. Maybe you can be like the milk bottle top and the orange juice bottle top. I don't mind. You can get, if you have a dice at home, you can use that to roll. Otherwise, you can easily get a dice on your iPad, your iPhone, or the internet. You're going to start on the red double-decker bus each, and you're going to take turns rolling the dice and moving that number along. To stay on that tile, you need to answer that question correctly. So what's 5 plus 5? If you say 10, you get to stay there. If you say the wrong answer, you need to go back to where you came from. The winner is the person who makes it the whole way around the board first. This is level 1. I'd like everyone to start by playing level 1 so that I know that you know your doubles to 20 off by heart. You might just stay on this level if you need more practice. If you found that really easy, I am going to put a level 2, which is a more difficult level, up on Seesaw as well. Now, not many people are going to be up to this. Maybe only 5 people in each class will be able to do level 2. This is an extension challenge activity. So for my very, 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 very good people at maths who need a challenge, you can try playing the doubling space race. Again, roll a dice, move that many. You need to double this number to be able to stay on this tile. So you need to work out what's double 29 or what's double 43. If you think you're up to playing level 2, this will be under the light bulb on Seesaw 2. Go ahead and play with mum or dad or a sister or a brother or someone in your house. Have fun with maths today. Great job learning about your doubles.